welcome friends to a new episode of our Warhammer 3 narrative-driven Let's Play campaign, playing as Aranessa Saltspite and the modded faction of the Pirates of Sartosa using Nanu's Conditions Overhaul. To recap the last episode, we were in some pretty dire straits, losing a convoy to Captain Noctilus and the Dreadfleet, but also making up for it by sacking the city of Tabaro, taking it for ourselves, and also off video, I did declare war on Ikitclaw. Well, technically speaking, I did make a deal with, not Thoric Ironbrown, but Belagar Ironhammer and the dwarves to essentially declare war and assault SKAVENBLIGHT for a price. It was a pretty hefty price too. We are in a massive amount of income. Well, I should say that we gained a substantial amount in our treasury after selling off some territory to Belagar, 45,000, but also selling Miragliano, Varezzo, and Lucchini. However, both of these cities have fallen to the Skaven too, so we're essentially going to, well, the campaign plan is to make an assault on SKAVENBLIGHT and then circle back around, retaking Miragliano, Varezzo, and I am anticipating Ikit to attack Lucchini, hence the reason why I did hire another fleet admiral. Thankfully, both of my fleet admirals, their loyalties are high at the moment right now. I am recruiting some Sartosan pirates into this army, and also for emergency purposes, I do have some local mercenaries or undead that I can raise at a moment's notice, and my plan here is to either make a defense of Sartosa should Ikit launch an attack on Lucchini and a beeline for my capital, but also potentially using this force to assault Lucchini once it's taken. If Ikit is stationed there, I'll back off and retreat back to Sartosa, and then Ikit will essentially have to choose between rounding back and defending Miragliano and Varezzo, or trying his hand at Sartosa. But we're essentially going to try to trap Ikit in a pincer movement once SKAVENBLIGHT is absolutely destroyed, and depending on how much infamy we get, I may raise it as well. But looking over at this army here, under the command of Admiral Connor Hornigold, it is mostly just a makeshift army that is comprised of Slayer pirates and also hastily scrapped together undead forces. I'm using Connor to make an assault on SKAVENBLIGHT because I want Aranessa to lead the pincer attack here, starting with Miragliano. She's simply going to be reinforcing, and even though this is stated to be a close victory for us, the only real issues I have concerned about are the Menace Belows and Warp Storm Doom Rocket, plus also the catapults, but my plan is to use the Fellbats to swarm the catapults and then taking out any of their range units like the Night Runners or the Slingers. I might focus on the Slingers first just because the Night Runners are decent melee combatants, and essentially this is going to sound very scummy but also very thematically piratey. I do plan on essentially using Connor's army to act as a kamikaze attack. I'm not going to care too much if most of his units die, albeit I'll try to preserve the Slayer pirates if I can. But these are undead units, and like I said in my previous episodes, the undead units are essentially just going to be our cannon fodder. But essentially, they're going to make a massive opening for us, and I do really hope that the Skaven use their Doom Rockets and Menace Belows on Connor's army so that they waste all of those, and we're also going to try to delay Aranessa's reinforcements from coming in as long as possible, so then all of their defenses will be, fingers crossed, hopefully soften up. It is listed as a close victory. Even if I get a Pyrrhic victory and lose most if not all of Connor's forces, then that just preserves Aranessa's forces, and we can still essentially call it a necessary loss for some of the Sartosan pirates. But enough rambling on, let's get into it. Everyone in the comments, regardless if you're a new or returning viewer, please do let me know if you like my strategy for this overall campaign, and if you think it's a good narrative-driven story so far. I do eventually, for the long term of this campaign, want to build up my Sartosan Empire and then launch an attack on all of Norsca, using both Aranessa and also some loyal admirals too, because in the lore she absolutely hates Norsca for exiling her and also shunning and shaming her too, but we'll get to that soon. Right now we have to absolutely kick Ikid in the nuts and take out SKAVENBLIGHT.
us! Dwarves, ready answers! Score! Move to attack! Slayers! Aye! Ready to strike! Drag the axe! Berserks are worthy! Attack the orcs! Kill them! Kill orcs! For the cannons and good! Attack the orcs! Fight! Will do! Undead! Get her! Drag out! Yes, Lord! Berserk! Shoot those watchers! Fire! Reload! Fire! Move!
Sea mercy.
Free company militia! Awaiting orders! Go! Formation, march!
Deckhands! Kill! Canary ball!
Militia! Formation, march! Take the ground! Militia! What do you bid? Take the ground! Moving now! No lingering! Free company militia! Standing by! No lingering!
Militia! Take position! We are ready! Quickly! Militia! Take the wall!
Alright, my friends, now I know that was a bit of a grueling siege battle to witness. As I was saying before, didn't really matter if my first army survived that or not, because, quite frankly, I wanted to preserve my main army with Aranessa, and Connor Hornigold not only just did his part, but sacrificed a great deal in order to not just buy time, but then also take up the effort and also devastate the enemy enough that it would be an absolute cakewalk for Aranessa's forces to almost waltz right on in, which we pretty much did. Our Leviathans did take a beating, and so did a few of our Sartosan militia, but at the same time, a win is a win, and while it may not have been the most epic of battles, and it was more of a slow dredging, not necessarily crawl, but also a war of attrition, it was still a very key victory for us to kick Clan Scryer in the nuts and also gain a foothold on SKAVENBLIGHT to launch a pincer attack, which will continue on in the next video, my friends. Apologies for the messed up recording there too, and not necessarily doing a lot of commentary during the siege battle. It was just an issue with the lighting on my webcam, and also there was just some weird scheduling issues in terms of balancing real life and also making more episodes for this series. But that aside, regardless if you're a new or returning viewer, I'd love to hear some of your feedback in the comments below on things I could have done better in this siege battle, or things that you really would like to see in the next few videos too. And as always, thank you for taking the time to check out this episode of our narrative-driven campaign. If you're a fan of this and want to see more episodes and are a new viewer, I'd love to have you consider hitting the like, subscribe, and bell icon notifications, and I'll save you a seat at the table for the next adventure. Take care and farewell, friends.